Hi YouTube, this is Diva One coming to you with the story of a very treacherous woman. And I'm quite sure when I use the word treacherous, you know exactly who I'm talking about. She's a treacherous woman who was a figure in the Bible, a real woman. This is not a fairy tale. She was a real queen of Israel. She was a Phoenician princess because her father was a Phoenician king. She grew up and she married a man named Ahab, who was the king at that time of Israel. Very, very wicked woman. When she married Ahab, Ahab was a male, but he was not a man. Now, this is my second or third time telling this story. I'm trying to shorten it because it's actually a long story. But if you need to know more about it, go to gatewaybible.com. And for this week, especially, I believe, they have the entire story of Jezebel. So I'm going to try to shorten it. They have what's called Women of the Bible and at the Gateway Bible site. So go there at gateway.com. I'll put it at the lower part of this video so that you can just click and go there and just look for the part that says Women of the Bible. Jezebel was wicked, 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 wicked. She was an idolater. An idolater. She worshipped a god called Baal, Baal. Baal was a fertility god. At that time, a curse had been put on that particular region. There was a prophet named Elijah, and by God's permission, he had put a curse on the land because the people were so wicked. And he had said it would not rain unless he spoke the word. Unless he went to God, then it would not rain on that land. And this made Jezebel angry. So she killed all the prophets in the area, all the godly prophets in the area. And she decided, okay, let me find Elijah because I'm going to kill him too. Now there were 800 and some prophets that she killed, and then she went around and she got false prophets. The ones that she killed were men of God. They didn't have anything to worry about because we know that when you're God's child and when you leave here, hey, the next face you're going to see is God. But the thing about it is that she killed the good ones, and she hired 800 and some false prophets, someone who was going to bow down to her like her husband did and do exactly what she wanted. And that's exactly what they did. But we all know that that gets tiring when you have someone above you, and especially a man or a woman. Yeah, you know, that gets tiring after a while. I don't even want to know what she had them doing, but they had to carry out her every order. I don't care if it was rubbing her little pinky toe. They had to carry out all of her orders. If she wanted someone killed, even though they felt that it wasn't right, they had to go out and kill that person. Case in point, there was a man named Naboth, Naboth, who had a little tiny piece of land, and he had planted a little small vineyard, just enough for his family to have wine to drink with their meals, you know. So Ahab saw the land, and Ahab wanted the land, and Naboth would not give him the land. So he went home, and he and his spineless self had a temper tantrum. And when Jezebel found him, he was there and he was fretting like a little child, you know. So I can imagine that he was probably laying there with his thumb in his mouth in a fetal position. I can't get that land. I can't get that land. I want that. Now, no. I don't know if that's true, but that's my view of it. Anyway, long story short, like I said, go read for yourself. She went to him and she said, "Oh, you are king of Israel, and you sit here like this? Oh, no, I don't think so. Get up, and I'll get you the land. Get up, clean yourself up, and I'll get you the land." Oh, that made him happy. Can you imagine him getting up, washing his face, going out happy, skipping. I'm going to get the land. I'm going to get the land. Because he knew that Jezebel was a woman of her word. And I don't care if she had to turn the world over. She's going to do what she said she was going to do. Anyway, she went out and she hired some people to bring false accusations against Naboth. And when she did, they tried Naboth and they had him killed. And Elijah heard about that. And when Elisha heard about that, he came and he told Ahab that you're going to die. How dare you kill one of God's own? You're going to die. And your wife? Well, she's going to die too, and she's going to die a shameful death. And it actually happened that way, because what happened was that not soon after that, Ahab was actually killed. And yeah, he got his land, but he lost his life for it. And Jezebel actually lived 10 years after that. and it was like, can you imagine her every year having oh, really, Elijah? I'm still living. Can you imagine her over 10 years having, I'm a still living, yeah, a party? Can you imagine her with her little hat on the side and all of her whatever she had, and she had them dancing around and jumping, and she was twerking, and yeah, if they did twerking in those days, and saying, yeah, I'm still living. But hey, that prophet over there who said he was a man of God told me I was gonna die. Yeah, my weak husband believed it and he died, but I'm still living. I'm still living. Can you imagine that? Yeah, I can. Anyway, you know how we women can be, right? So, on the 10th year, there was a king from another nation that knew Elijah. And that king knew what his purpose was. The king knew, because God told him, that he was to carry out judgment against Jezebel. And he went to Israel. And he went to Jezebel's window. And when he went to the window, he called out to her, "Hey, Jezzy, come on out. Come on out, sweetheart. Let me see your face." Remember, I'm paraphrasing, okay? Come on out, sweetheart. Let me see your face. Now, no, I'm not changing the word of God. Go yourself and look. Find Jezebel in the Bible, or go to the site I gave you earlier. Find out the story. But this is for entertainment purposes. Go read the story yourself. So I can imagine he said, "Come on, baby. Come on. Let me see your face. Let me see your face." She came to the window. "Yes, Jehu. Can I help you?" Yeah. And he said, "Today I'm here to carry out judgment on you." Oh, she didn't like that. Can you imagine her say, "Well, oh, you gotta be kidding." He asked the men around her, because she had all of her prophets around her. They all stood at the window, or rather there were some of her prophets standing at the window with her. And so he called up and he talked to the men. And he asked them, he said, "Men, who's with me?" And they pushed her butt out that window. No, it's not funny. It's never funny when someone loses their life. But can you imagine how she felt when those that she thought were for her pushed her out of a window? And see, Jehu had himself with his chariot and his men with their chariots. And what happened was that after they pushed her out of that window, it spooked the horses. And the horses ran to and fro. And they ran over her body to the point they mashed her. She literally died a horrible, shameful death. Because that was there for everybody to see. Miss Precious, beautiful Jezebel. No longer was she precious, nor was she beautiful, because she was splattered all over the place. Bones, guts, everything. And the dogs, what was left? Yeah. what happened was that it was like she was put in a blender. Uh-huh. And the dogs came and they ate her body. But you know they ate everything except for a hand. They did not eat that hand. Go find out why they didn't eat that hand. Not going to give you that, but find out why they didn't eat that hand. But that's the story of Jezebel. There's a little bit more. Go, you can find there too about the school of the prophets and what happened. Well, maybe I can tell you that now. It's been what, 10? Yeah, 10 minutes. So I tell you what, I will tell you that on the next tape. But for now, no, you don't mess around with God, because when you do mess around with God or God's people, yeah, a judgment will be passed on you. And I don't care if it takes 10 years, it will be carried out. Be blessed, honor, and love God, and treat God's people right. This is Diva One signing out saying, love God. Deuces, blessings, love y'all. Bye bye.